Hi everyone, welcome to the bonus section on building your data room. You'll need to make a start on your data room and continue to build up a set of documents that are ready for detailed due diligence and to avoid making investors have to hunt around for key information. You can make these documents available on Dropbox, SharePoint or Notion, and you don't need to have all of these sections in place now, but it's important and time saving to start by having something that you can continue to develop over time to increase your chances of continuing to secure investment. So here are some of the key sections to consider. And the first one is a business plan, which should really at this stage be no more than one page per subject on some things like your product strategy or your competitor analysis, which will be referenced already in your pitch deck. You'll also see things like the SWOT analysis or the 3 and 5 year revenue and cost projections, which we've also covered a bit in your fundraising toolkit and on some other sections of the course. If you're asked for an information memorandum, really consider this to be a more investor focused business plan. It will be covered in your pitch deck, so don't be afraid just to send that in return, but you could also include more detailed information on things like advanced assurance if you've managed to secure this for SEIS, and maybe even a freedom to operate analysis if you've asked your lawyer to complete one. Now moving down, there is also a suggestion of something simpler if you aren't really up to writing a business plan or an information memorandum. A one-page summary is really the easiest thing to get started with, and I've got some examples or ideas really for what you should start to consider including in that. Now, we've talked about your investor deck. You could have a short version, which we've already covered, those 10 slides. If you want to have a more detailed, longer version, then you could also build one of those. And again, it could be a proxy for the information memorandum that I've already mentioned. There are other areas that you might want to include, things like your privacy policy or terms of service that could be referenced on your website. As the investor FAQ suggests, you are likely to be asked these questions, so getting ahead of these is always going to help, and I've put down some of the most frequently asked questions that we faced during our fundraising, and hopefully they will apply to your business as well. There is some financial information here which you should also consider if you've got a cap table or you've got some financial statements that you could be providing. You could also consider using those as well. For investor onboarding, you should have an NDA if you want to have more detailed discussions that touch on more sensitive information, as well as a term sheet that you can easily get online, which will just be a template for the terms of your investment. So I hope that was helpful, and look forward to seeing you in the next bonus section. Thanks very much.